History through Art, the Middle Ages, Part 2. Find the proper English equivalents. Исчезнувший, несуществующий, defunct, опустошать страну, а неприятеля, overrun, исламские племена, Islamic tribes, спасение, salvation, убежище, refuge, период хаоса, period of chaos, грамотность, literacy, созерцать, contemplate, анархия внешнего мира, anarchy of the outer world, миниатюра, miniature, давать клятву целомудрия, бедности и послушания, to take triple oath of chastity, poverty and obedience, уединенные стены, cloistered walls, светский, secular, варвар, barbarian, основа языческого искусства, the basis of pagan art, уникальный стиль, unique style, возродить раннюю христианскую традицию, to revive early Christian tradition, монашеский, monastic, процветать, flourish, набожный, благочестивый, pious, уединяться в отдаленных монастырях, isolate themselves in remote cloisters, рискованное существование, perilous existence, крепостной, serfs, знать, nobility, на нижней ступени социальной и политической лестницы, at the bottom of the social and political ladder, феодальный, feudalism, приносить выгоду, benefited, крестьянин, peasant, меч, sword, получать выкуп, extract ransom, укрепленный замок, fortified castle, амбициозный, ambitious, грубость, средневековой жизни, rugged medieval life, замковая архитектура, castle architecture, каменная кладка, masonry, случайно, haphazardly, оживлять, animates, мифический, mythical, демон, demon, населять, populate, вечное проклятие, eternal damnation. Questions to answer. What tribes invaded the Western Roman Empire? Western Roman Empire was overrun by Northern European tribes. Where were literacy and learning kept alive during the Dark Ages? Mainly in the monastery that learning and literacy were kept alive. What did the monks do within the cloistered walls of the monastery? Within the cloistered walls of the monastery they prayed, worked hard and pursued the arts. What was Charlemagne's greatest project? One of his first projects was to revive early Christian tradition and classical learning outside the monastery. What was the principal occupation of hereditary lords, serfs, in the Middle Ages? Fighting was the principal occupation and way of life of the lords. How was the crudeness of medieval life reflected in the arts? The crudeness and necessary boldness of life is vividly reflected in the arts, such as in the Bach tapestry and in the castle architecture. This same vitality and crudeness can also be seen in the early medieval churches. As you listen, pick out words and word combination pertaining to the feudal lifestyle. Speak about the responsibilities, the nobility, and the average people hard to shoulder. For the average man in the Middle Ages, ordinary existence was hard and perilous. The lives of serfs were rigidly determined by the feudal lord and the church. Among the nobility there was a personal and political code of behavior, but it did not extend to the Persians. Fighting was the principal occupation way of life of lords. The lord and his small army could sweep down upon bands of travelers and kidnap, kill, and extract ransom. Fill the gaps, use the above given words and word combinations. Translate the utterance into good Russian. During so-called Dark Ages, the defunct Western Roman Empire was overrun by the Northern European tribes and by the Islamic tribes. From the south and east, as a result, many Christians drew together into communities to seek protection and salvation. These communities or monasteries were places of isolation and refuge. There men could contemplate God within this disciplined and dedicated system. remote and isolated monastery and its abbey church became the focus of Christian life in the early Middle Ages. Во времена так называемых темных веков несуществующая Западная Римская империя была захвачена племенами Северной Европы и исламскими племенами с юга и востока. В результате многие христиане объединились в общины, чтобы искать защиту и спасения. Эти общины или монастыри были местами изоляции и убежища. Там человек мог созерцать Бога внутри дисциплинированной и преданной системы. Отдаленный и изолированный монастырь и его аббатская церковь стали центром христианской жизни в раннем Средневековье. Monastic arts continued to flourish. They portrayed everything from pious angelic visions to homely religious scenes and glimpses of daily life. But the Middle Ages mean more than monasticism. In fact, more people didn't isolate themselves in remote cloisters. For the average man in the Middle Ages, ordinary existence was hard and perilous. Монашеское искусство продолжало процветать, они изображали все, начиная с благочестивых ангельских видений к домашним религиозным сценам и проблескам повседневной жизни. Но средние века значит больше, чем монашество. На самом деле, большинство людей не изолировали себя в отдаленных монастырях. Для среднего человека в средние века обычное существование было тяжелым и опасным. The great emperor Charlemagne represented the feudal ideal. He holds the imperial orb in his left hand and his right one holds the sword. Великий император Карл Великий олицетворял феодальный идеал. Он держит императорскую державу в левой руке, а в правой меч.